What's up everyone, it's Kindle, and today I'm going to show you how to make the my lightsaber, 3D lightsaber. Another disclaimer, as in the tutorial for this one for my inside out fishtail bracelet, I did not come up with the idea or pattern, I guess. I mean, I did design this, but not like, I didn't make this. As before, I first learned it when making the Happy Carrot by Feelin' Spiffy. And so that is where I first learned how to make it. So today I'm going to show you how to make this. So for this project, you're going to need a lot of the saber color, which the lightsabers come in a couple different colors. Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of Jedi you are. You can be a Sentinel, a Guardian, or a Consular. The Sentinel lightsaber is yellow, the Guardian lightsaber is blue, and then the Consular is green. So those are the three colors, but then Mace Windu has a purple one because he's awesome, and because it's what he wanted apparently. So you are going to need a pretty lot of this saber color, and then you're also going to need gray and probably black too, and then red for the button. I kind of basted the hilt on this one off of a picture, so you can kind of look up a picture of the lightsabers and decide which one you want to make, or you can design your own hilt. This one is definitely a lot different than the real Mace Windu one, because the real one has gold on it and this one doesn't, and the button was definitely a lot different. But you can just make your own, or you can copy a picture. And also, when you do have this made, please don't hit anyone with it, because they will hurt, because they're thick. They hurt a pretty lot, especially if you're really trying. Okay, so now we are going to learn how to make it. I'm gonna start over here on this end of the loom. We're gonna start with the saber part. So it's good to have a picture. You can pause the video now and find a picture. If you're using a computer to watch this tutorial, you can use a smartphone or an iPod or something. Or if you're using a smartphone or a tablet or whatever, you can use a computer. But it's nice to have a picture to try and base it off of, or you can just make your own. So for this one, I'm going to be making a blue lightsaber. And eventually I'm going to be making a Darth Maul one, but I need some more red because this is all the red I have left. So, we're going to start out by making a starburst. So just take double bands of the color of your saber and put them in a starburst formation. So it should look like this. Okay. And so now we need a cap band. And the cap band, you're going to twist it 3 times. So that there's 4 loops. And then you're just going to loop all of the bands. So reach underneath the cap band and pick up the first two. Then loop them up. Then reach underneath the cap band again. And loop it over. And just loop the whole starburst. So now that we have it looped, we're going to use Feel & Spiffy's puffing technique for the tip, the end of it. So grab two bands and then just reach underneath one of the bands or one of the starbursts and grab the two bands and then loop them or put them on your hook. So like this. And then just put it back on the peg that you got it from. So you're just gonna puff all of them. So reach up underneath. You can just pull it off if you want. And then grab onto the bands and pull them through. And then replace them onto the peg. So now that we have it puffed, we're going to start making it longer. And there's going to be a lot of rows of this. And you can make it really as long as you want. It doesn't really matter how long you make it. You just got to make sure that the hilt, you should be able to fit the hilt in your hand. So you you don't want a really short saber. You want it to be pretty long. Because if you look at the pictures when they're like holding them out, they're like almost touching the ground. So, obviously you don't want it that long, but just... and the rows in this, there are about 25 rows for this saber. Like I said, you don't have to make it this long, but just make sure that, the hilt isn't half of the whole lightsaber. So, to make it, just take the double bands. This is going to be completely all double bands. So take your bands and put them from the middle over. And you're just going to go around the whole octagon putting the double bands. So now that you have the whole octagon of rubber bands, you're going to grab the bottom four and loop them up over. So grab them and then just put them over. And then go on to the next one, grab the bottom four and loop them over. Back one is definitely the hardest to get to, but you just work with it. Sometimes it's better to grab it from either side, but just grab it and loop it over. Then, depends on if you're a righty or a lefty, which side it is. But just grab all the bottom four bands and loop them over. All of them. And then push it down. And somehow okay. So after you've looped them all, push it down so it's out of the way. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the double bands and put them around all 6 pegs of the octagon. And again, just grab the bottom 4 bands and loop them over. And just push it down. Be sure you push it down every time, and it'll make everything easier. Then you can just grab the cap band and pull it out. So that is the tip of the saber. So you just pull that out after you finish every row. So you just make all the rows the same way. You take the double bands and you go around the octagon with the double bands. And then after you make the octagon, you grab the bottom 4 bands and loop them over. And then you push it down. And then you can start over. Okay, so it's definitely a lot easier if you're able to pick your loom up to really be able to see what you're doing. So after you finish the row, push it down and pull the saber upwards. Grab it and just pull it up. So you're going to do this until it's the length you need it. So like I said, this is approximately 25 rows. So you can make it this long, or you don't have to. Make it a little shorter if you want. But I will see you after I get mine to the length I need it. So now I'm done with the saber part. Now I can just start on the hilt. So for the hilt, you just need basically any shade of gray. So it's going to be just doing the same stuff, taking the double bands and putting them around the octagon. And you can either, like I said before, design your own hilt, or you can look at a picture. You can make a specific lightsaber, or you can mix and match the lightsabers. And you're going to need a button. Some of the lightsabers have 2 buttons, a black one and a red one, or maybe just a red or just a black, or another color. So you can also decide how many buttons you want. So you just take up the bottom 4, loop them over the 4 bands of gray. Are higher up on the hilt, or some of them could be more up this direction, up here, and some of them could be like here, down lower. So you can just decide where you want it, and then you can put it in, and I'll show you how to put it in when I get to the place where I want it. So I will see you again when I'm ready to put in my button. Okay, so now we're ready for the button. You can put a black and a red and a black if you want. Just depends on which one you're doing. So you're going to take a band and going to twist it around so that there's 4 loops. So you can twist it once, then grab both and twist it again. So there's 4 bands. And you're going to do the same thing with another band. Twist it, then you can grab both and twist it again. Use another band and twist it, and twist it one more time with both, so that there's 3 bands. And then you can take this and pull underneath these bands and take them off, and then just take these bands and slide them onto here. So you just take them and pull them onto. So after you have the bands on it, just replace the bands onto the peg. So now you just continue on, take your gray, just put the bands all the way around the octagon. So you're just going to do things normally. So you're just going to do this until your hilt is as long as you need it or want it. So I will see you when mine gets long enough, and I'll show you how to take it off the loom and how to cinch it closed. Okay, so now I'm finished with everything, so now I'm going to show you how to take it off the loom and then cinch it up. So you're just going to need one gray band to cinch it up. So first, just pick up all the bands and put them on your hook. So now all your bands should be on your hook. So take that one gray band and then double it over, and then just pull it through all the bands that's on your hook. Okay, so now all the bands should be like this. So just grab the end and put both ends of the double gray band on your hook, and then just make a slip knot with it and pull it tight. And then you're going to need a C-clip. Okay, so just take the bands and put it on the C-clip, and then back here in the back there's going to be a little hole right here. So just take the C-clip and push it through the hole until it's all the way in and hidden. And then your lightsaber is finished.